Hello, hello, my wonderful audience. Your boy Balsagne here, welcoming you to a Balsy review. Now, today I'm going to be reviewing a small little indie game called A Normal Lost Phone. Now, this is just an indie casual, it's an interactive fiction, there's no action, anything like that. The premise of the game is you are the character, an unknown character, who happens to find a lost cell phone just lying on the sidewalk, and you're going through it trying to get information on whose phone this used to be, maybe to return it to the person who had lost this phone. This game, it's got a little bit of a puzzle aspect, it's really good, but most of it is you're spending time going through text messages and reading everything like that. Now that will give you clues to unlock a few things. Now that's where the puzzle aspect comes in here. Now, the puzzle aspects go as far as unlocking the Wi-Fi in order to use the internet on the phone to discover more information, to getting passwords to access his dating accounts on the website that the app is right on the phone, so you can look through information on that as well, and also to unlock other parts of the phone in order to get all the information to end up getting the story as to what happened and to why you picked up this phone and what's going on to hopefully return it. Now, as you go through, the story gets deeper and it really gets to a really touchy, really sensitive topic. Now, and that topic right now I am going to reveal is with the LGBT. Now, for anybody who does not know what that stands for, that's the lesbian, gay, bisexual, transsexual. That's what that means. And they are individuals that it's their lifestyle that is different than other lifestyles as of mine and other people out there. It's not wrong. There is nothing wrong with it, and that's okay in my book. Now, it really gets into detail with this story, and now it turns out that this kid goes by the name of Sam. He was struggling with being transgender. If you ask me, that is probably one of the most incredibly hurting and hard things to go through, because I can't speak firsthand, but I know people and I've talked to people and really gone into discussion about this. And my points of view is I'm okay with it. I always have been, because it doesn't matter what you are on the outside, who you choose to, I can't really say choose, who you really are inside. Because it's really not a choice like people think you are. You don't wake up one day and be like, I think I want to be a woman. No, it doesn't happen like that. This is something, it's the soul that the body encumbers is what makes the person. It doesn't mean that the vessel, the body that it's in, is the exact perfect vessel for the person. It may just be the other way around. And this has happened, and I'm willing to bet this goes far back and far beyond any time era that we even think possible. Things like this happen. It's just, years ago, you really, didn't want to talk about it, because it was a lot worse with all the racism and the sexism and the bigotry and all of this stuff that the world still goes through today. And going through this, it's hard. And this goes through the story of what he did and why he ended up, in the long run, ditching his phone and basically starting a brand new life, running and doing that. Because he felt he couldn't talk to his parents about what's going on, because that they wouldn't accept, and because, old school and things like that. And it's really hard going through things like that, because a lot of people grew up, especially parents and older people, they grew up in different generations, so they have a lot of different views and aspects and what they consider the norm, as everybody wants to call it. We're not even going to get into that word, but anyway, to keep going on. But these people go through so much hardship, and they still get ridiculed and made fun of and get treated like they are not real people, like they're less of a human being than anybody else. Well, I've got a news for everybody out there. We are all human beings. I am no different than anybody out there as far as the body. Persona-wise, I am one of a kind, and everybody is in their own way. They are one of a kind. And it does not matter whether or not you're gay, like, or, you know, you're transgender. It does not matter. Or you're black, or you're white, or you're Asian, or you're Jewish, or you're Catholic. It doesn't matter about any of that. Sex, age, race, sexual preference, none of that matters, because in the nutshell and in the long series of everything, we are human beings. We are made up of the same molecular structure as everybody else. Okay, the bodies differ in appearance, but the bodies are still the same. We all have a heart. Some act different, some work different, some have had to be replaced or even had things to help it work. But it doesn't matter. We all have the heart. We all have the inner intestines. You know, some people have them, some people don't. But it's just the structure of the body is still the same thing. The skeletal structure, the muscle structure, everything like that. We don't all look the same because we have to be unique. Our personalities do that because there is only one Balsagne in the world, and I'm going to embrace that every step of the way. And I think everybody should do it too. And this is really big to me as far as a big discussion and argument, because even posted up on my YouTube channel, if you go over to my Twitch channel, like every little part of it, I live by that one saying from the movie Bill and Ted, Excellent Adventures.
Be excellent to each other.
Be excellent to each other. It's... why not? There is no reason why we shouldn't. It doesn't matter. It's the person inside. Okay, if I don't like a person, it's because that person is probably a rotten soul. And I don't get along with that person. It's not because that person is anything that, like, appearance-wise, that would just does that. No. I'll walk up to anybody and say hello. That's just who I am. And everybody out there should do it too. I mean, be nice to people. We all share this earth. We all share this world. We are all the same. It's our persona and our small little appearance is what makes us unique. Not different, unique. It's a better word. It's not different. We're all unique in our own way. There is no carbon copy of a single person out there. And I need to thank again Benamri, the Twitch follower who had recommended this game. It was really good in my eyes. The story was touching. It was compelling. And in the end, you really felt you could almost put yourself in the driver's seat for a little bit and kind of really feel the pain and the confusion of what the characters were going through as you're reading through the phone. You know, and at the end of the game, one of the greatest parts about the game is when you're done with the phone, the only way to completely, truly get the credits of the game and end the game is you gotta just decide, okay, well, it even tells you to. Just keep the phone, found a new phone, enjoy it. Delete the data on the phone. You go into the settings, you reset all the data, and there's the game over. You have yourself a nifty phone on whoever had picked that up, which I thought was an absolute incredible way to end it, because it's like, alright, this person's story, this is a chapter, a book that they finished, they signed, and they put on the shelf, and they're starting another one. They've already got it. Take the phone. They'd even suggest you do that. The phone was only 2 months old if you actually paid attention to the dates. You got the phone on the December 1st of 2016, and then the last day, actually, the date that is on the phone, as you can see it probably in the back playthrough, is January 31st, which happened to be Sam's 18th birthday, in which he was given a motorcycle and he used that to leave and start a brand new life, and to really, he was just looking to fit in, to be accepted. And nobody should have to look for a place to fit in. They should just fit in. And a lot of this is really big, and I'm hoping I can do this justice. This took me a while to do because I wanted to make sure I did this right, that I did this justice. And as far as games out there, yes, I mean, I don't want to give too much of it away, even though I did all of it, but if this is something you want to like go into, maybe understand, like help, maybe it could help, maybe you just want a little more information, or just try to get into the feelings of what it is that transgender people go through. And this game does just that. It definitely did it to me, and I want to thank everybody out there for tuning in and watching this. This was not easy to do, so thank you very much. And if you have liked this, like, subscribe, throw a comment in the comment section below. But for now, this is your boy Balsagne, and I'm going to tell everybody again, like I said it earlier, be excellent to each other. Please. That's what it's all about. And I'll change the world one awesome individual at a time. And you know who I'm talking about. So you all have a fantastic day, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.